Did a bit too early last time.
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more.
Hello there, welcome to the Flashing Bloke podcast. I'm Siobhan. It's better to have fought and lost than not have fought at all. Let's meet the plucky girl assistants. Let's do it clockwise. Anti-clockwise. No, a cyclonic. Anti-cyclonic. It's Dr. Sinister.
I had an anti-cyclonic once. She was terrible.
She's one that did the strange lime chocolate things. Beneath him, well, we're all beneath him, is the Brian.
Hi, yeah. I had a cyclonic once. They didn't even buy me dinner first.
Wow. And the little box there with the wolf's head, that will be Spanky. He's just putting on a roast and letting his wolves out. And if you're very lucky, boys and girls, you're actually going to get to see Uncle Spanky. Wouldn't that be nice?
Happy.
Yes. So tonight is a special edition of The Flashing Blade. We have reached the end of Blake 7. And so we're going to have a little chatty about the whole thing. We're going to watch Hello, Retta Team. It's not a very flat team spread, to be honest with you. It's more mountainous with me right at the top, a lot higher than up in the stratosphere. Sorry, Jodie. Right. Yes. There will be no work here, Retta. So, yes, we're going to have a chat about Blake 7 and all that. We're going to watch the last episode. Brian and Spanky have not seen the last episode. And I've got to say this now. Brian, swear to me on your life you don't know what happens.
I'm going to say the series ends.
No. That's not an answer to my question. Swear to me on your life that you have
seen the damn show.
Do you know what happens?
You have been really on this, me not seeing it.
I've been paranoid about it. I have been paranoid. You are in for such a treat.
Okay. Do I see Taryn get disintegrated?
No, you don't see Taryn get... Look, it ends with a smile, Brian, so it's not going to be that bad, all right? Jesus. Our hero stands thus.
Is this a musical episode where they all sing show tunes?
The entire thing is done through the medium of interpretive dance.
No, hang on, that's the beginning of Sarcophagus, isn't it?
I am so there for this.
We can't start... obviously right just yet. Oh, Spanky, are you back? No, he isn't. Okay, so we can't start this without Spanky, obviously, because you'd have to play catch up. And we are doing this live.
That goes.
As you know, folks, we can't broadcast the sound and video of the episode because BBC and copyright. So I'll be watching on subtitles. However, I took that Sinister's advice and I watched it beforehand on Friday. Yeah. Looking forward to this. I must
should
confess.
make that like a special tier or something, like Medusa Cascade does.
What, love?
They see the episode.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how long she can get away with it. I hope forever, because I fucking love that channel. I really do. She does some great stuff on there. And she really does... something. She really basically lets her... there's no pretense there. You see the real thing. I think she's into Series 4 Babylon 5 now. I've got to check if she's done The Hour of the Wolf yet.
Question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is a pretense a campsite before the visitors have arrived?
No, that's the tent while it's still in the bag.
Do me a favour.
It's a pretense.
Will you let me know when Spanky's back, please? I've had to mute him.
Good
Apologies.
Excellent.
Well, I've muted him on mine. I don't know if it's going to mute it on yours. You probably
If
have to
you
do it
server-
individually.
I think you server muted him, so
Oh. Then how do we know if he's back?
We'll
How can I
see him.
server mute him? It just says mute. It's just a basic bog standard. No, I didn't server mute him. It's an ordinary bog standard mute.
server mute
I've,
him?
I've muted him.
Right. Sinister, how's your week been? What sinister things have you done in the sinister fashion?
Well, they've finally released the next gen version of Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh,
I stopped playing it. I stopped playing it about a year ago
right.
because I've got a PS5 and they only had the PS4 version, and I played through a lot of it, but it was a bit janky, and I've been playing it again.
Fair enough. What sort of build you going? You going melee? You going ranged? You going cybernetics?
I've got a very highly equipped cyber deck, and I've got sort of pneumatic legs and all sorts. My character has a mono
I
wire.
had pneumatic legs.
My character has a mono wire because I loved that in the William Gibson books. The monomolecular wire was absolutely fantastic. And basically he specialises with the handgun and the pistol.
Nice.
Fair enough. I've not played Cyberpunk 2077. I have, however, been watching Jingles play it. Mighty Jingles. The games he plays may not be for your sort of thing, because there's a lot of wargaming stuff like World of Warships, World of Tanks. Occasionally, depending on whether there's an R in the month, he'll do a War Thunder video. He's also going through Far Cry 6 at the moment, which is ridiculously silly.
I stopped playing that.
It's silly. It's so bad. It's good. Basically, it's a case of every episode, 2-3 times, he has to say, "Electronic Arts, I don't think such and such works like you think it does."
Yeah, I've done what I do with most open world games. Is I've done every single possible side quest and unlocked every single possible part of the map, and then I get bored and I don't do the story.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. What's that? Oh, strange. Right, Brian, how's your week been?
Not bad. Friday night, I decided to take a small plunge.
Okay, just sit back, let him tell the story. Don't ask questions.
I dropped a rather large amount of money into Warhammer 40K, and I'm currently.
What about your old age? Yes, Retta, exactly. How large? Remember, this is a man saying, so it's probably going to be a lot more than he actually thinks it is. Or the other way around.
3 figures. I'm going to go with that.
You spent an awful lot of money on just 3 figures.
$9.99. That's 3 figures.
No, I have 1, 2, 0, 0, 0. Yeah, it's a 3-figure sum, and DW stuff is not cheap.
Hang on a second. Spanky's arrived. Spanky, my love, you need to adjust your camera. I do apologise to people for having a close-up of Spanky like that. But we finally get to see him, which is nice.
That is unacceptable as well. I can do better. Keep talking. I'll fix this.
I am sure we will, yes. Yep. Sorry about what happens later. I've just read his T-shirt. My week. Do you want?
There's a theme.
Do you want to know?
Yes, tell us. You've hinted at this continuing saga.
Oh yes.
Well, the saga continues.
Okay, so did your fence have the baby yet, or like?
Okay, somehow we've got to mute Spanky again. We can hear everything you say, love.
You're supposed to.
Oh, right, that's fair enough. So how's your week been?
I'm trying to hear about the pregnant fence, and what does that have to do with $1,200, right, or something? Like, okay, where are we at? Bam. Catch me.
Well, let's talk about the pregnant fence.
Pregnant fence.
That
Okay.
pregnant fence. It's
Then
Fence Gate
Warhammer.
2, Electric
Fence Gate.
Boogaloo.
Get it? Fence Gate. Oh.
We've got a new saga, which is an extension of the old saga. I feel great. We're into season 2. This is wonderful. This week, Britain has been combated by 3 winter storms. Dudley, Eunice, and Richard Franklin. Richard Franklin is currently blowing outside, quite hard. And so anyway, I was coming home from the shops last night, or the night before, I can't remember. Who cares? It doesn't matter. And I noticed that my new fencing on one side looked a little bit wonky for some reason. Now, I hadn't checked for wind damage, so I had a little look at it and thought, for some reason that does look wonky. Looked round the side to the other length, and one of my fence panels is bowed out like that. I have a pregnant fence panel. I am not entirely certain how that happened. Obviously, the wind, but I mean...
How long till it comes to term?
I've no idea. So, at some stage, I need to get hold of the Guinness Trust to get them to come back and have a look at the fence.
Good luck with that.
I'd ask them.
I'm going to give them a little bit of time because I should imagine they've got an awful lot of pieces to be picking up at the moment. But yeah.
So
I would go down to the cafe and find that lovely chap that fixed what they didn't last time.
Right.
I'll get George to come and have a little look. He was great, was George. I like George. He's a good friend. I see him up at the cafe. Right, now, Spanky, how are you watching Blake 7 tonight?
How should I watch Blake 7 tonight? Are we all going to watch it on one screen so that Brian and I react by watching it? Like
No. We're all watching
it on my thingy, or
you watch it on your thingy. We'll do a countdown, so we all press play at the same time.
I can do that. Okay, give me 1 second to set it up because I'll put it up on the other computer and turn the monitor around and make it do like that.
Yep, sweet, lovely. Obviously, can't have sound coming, sound of the program coming through. So we'll check. We'll check volumes as and when.
Yeah, thingy on here, so it should be good like that. Make sure I do the noise suppression.
Spanky's new to all this, so we've got to talk him through it. He's a very delicate little sausage at heart. He really is. News.
I'm incredibly frail and delicate. This is true.
What news has there been this week? Any news this week?
Right back.
I suppose there's Gallifrey.
There's Gallifrey, yeah.
I'm
off tomorrow.
You're off tomorrow. Does that mean we're going to get to play games at long last?
I have a lot of modeling to do because I sunk a lot of money into this. A lot.
I'm sorry. Are you expecting sympathy?
No. I'm expecting laughter and...
No, I will not scorn you. I am actually... I do worry about you boys with your money. You tend to splash it out, and I worry about tomorrow. I worry what tomorrow's going to bring, you know?
It will last for 5,000 years.
What will? What? Who?
I cannot take my money with me when I die. However, my little plastic men will...
Yeah, but you want it there to make the last few years comfortable. Or a visit to Dignitas. The choice is yours.
I'm never going to retire. Retirement is let me put it this way. Retirement is a foregone dream in America. You're not going to retire anymore.
You make a fair point, to be honest with you.
There are no more pensions. 401ks are for the rich. You're just going to work and then you die. So I'm going to live my life.
I can't argue with one word of that. I can't. It's because I'd never have it, but I worry that other people won't have it. Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense. Yeah, Social Security.
No. I don't just mean that. I just mean because I hardly ever have any money. I worry when other people go and spend large amounts in case they don't have. There comes a time when they're going to need it. Look, it's the auntie in me. All right, just let me mother you boys a little bit, please. It comes from a good place. Penzance. Sinister's being very silent again. Sinister?
Oh, we have... Yes, Retta.
I have a 401k. I don't know what a 401k. What is a 401k? Tell us, please.
401k is what they call our retirement these days in America.
Okay, right. Do you have a
If
state
you're
pension?
No.
Yeah,
If
that's why I
you're-
was laughing.
You contribute to it, and if you're lucky, your employer will contribute to it. The problem is a lot of employers do not contribute to it. And so we don't really have 401k.
Have you got a private pension?
Nobody has a pension.
You can't get private pensions in America.
Well, no, pensions are gone. Pension, what you're referring to as pensions and what we know as pensions, totally different things.
Okay, so
right now.
over here, we've got the state pension, which you contribute to through your working life with national insurance, and it's not a huge amount of money, but it's something. And then you've got private pensions. You pay a company however long, and then when you retire, it pays your pension, providing they haven't fucked up the pension
Your
pot.
state pension is what we call our Social Security.
Right. Okay.
I've got £250,000 in my Zurich pension from working 27 years for them.
Let me see. Social Security is supposed to be bankrupt by 2030, 2035. So they're going to stop paying people. And if you do get Social Security payments, you're lucky to get maybe $1,500 a month.
Wow.
Can I ask you a question, please?
Yes.
And when I say you, I'm actually asking you as a representative of the United States of America.
Sucks to be you.
I know no country is perfect, but you specifically called out in your Declaration of Independence, what is it? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You don't seem to really be in for the happiness thing very much.
No. That's because we've marginalized and sold off so many things over the centuries. Most recently in the 20th century. Thanks, boomers. Assholes.
Okay,
always
so
a fucking
I have
boomer.
set the other computer up, but here's the catch.
That whole happiness thing. Fuck it.
Right then, how does this link to Blake 7?
Okay, so
We're working
I had to misappropriate the
galactic,
wife's computer for studying.
Hang
so
on,
she
hang on.
comes home early
Spanky's off
from
on
work.
one.
If she comes home early from work, I'll have to relocate to another room to continue the viewing because I have the wife's study computer next to my computer. So if she comes home and has to start studying because she's got an exam tomorrow, the next day for school. So for her.
If we're in the middle of watching it, you'll have to play catch up somehow.
I can run into another room and do it from there, not a problem. Just maybe off the video for a little bit or something like that.
Spanky, I don't know about you, but my machine's got this very handy thing where I can watch 2 different windows at once.
Yeah, but she'll need the thing, looking at her and stuff. I could hook another monitor up over here and all that, but then I have to unplug things and it would take much longer to set up. So I just haven't put the second monitor up on my rig yet. Do what now?
My desk fan tried to kill itself.
I've only got 1 monitor here.
That's what I have on this one. Usually I run 2, and that's what I have set up for the wife. But,
I have to run 2 to do all this.
Yeah, with the laptop with a 32
really want to
on
run
the side.
4.
So.
Why?
I've seen guys who do
Because I
that. And
can.
it's just really, really way too much for me. I just don't need to.
You've got a
establish
fisheye
dominance over the other geeks
lens.
For that. Yeah.
You got a fisheye lens. Oh, there's the dog's ass.
Who? Me? I don't know. Do you see ghosts somewhere?
I'm thinking about downsliding.
No,
to,
no, love. That's my own dog's ass. Your camera's a fisheye camera.
I
one
don't
very
know.
large curved monitor. That would be nice.
That would be cool, right? Like 4 foot across.
If only you could save your money up to buy one.
I saw that thing that somebody did. It's got the chair and it's curved and it comes right up and the monitor curves around and all. It's like one unit. It was just a fuckaroo for a PlayStation or somebody. Like, yeah, we can do this in the future. And
Hang on.
it was on my Google News feed.
Retta's just made a post. And I don't know if she's talking in character as Ella or as herself. Sigh, I am going to blow up the sun.
No, that's as herself.
Oh, okay then. Fair enough.
Yeah. This has long been her retirement plan. Blowing up the sun.
I could think of worse papers to blow up. Well, I could think of better papers to blow up. Or worse papers. Oh, it doesn't matter. Look, we need to do this.
Exploding. How are we going to know if she's ever successful?
Who knows? We need to get on to watching the last episode of Blake 7. Please, gentlemen, bring it up in front of you. We have it, for those watching on BritBox UK, we've got rid of the BritBox logo. We've let that play through, and we've stopped it right at the start, and the counter says 49:41. 49 minutes, 41.
Is 000 and 49:42.
That's all right. That's good.
Mine goes to 49:40 something. I don't know because I had the.
That's brilliant. How we're going to do this, all right, is we're going to say...
What I'm going to do is, real quick, while you talk about that, I've got to let one dog in. I can let the other one out.
Oh, by the way, boys and girls, if I go completely silent and start making high-peeled,
High-pitched.
Thank you. High-pitched squealing noises, it means that I've seen one of Spanky's dogs.
Or she's having sex with a goat in space. Bring it back.
That boy's obsessed. We will come to this. What I'm basically going to say is 3, 2, 1, go. And when I say go, you start a pudding race. Say go? Thank you very much. I've used that one before on Two Flan Dinosaurs. Listen, tell you what, while Spanky's doing strange things, just to let you know what's coming up during the week. Next Friday, Two Fan Dinosaurs returns, 9 o'clock UK time, 4 p.m. Eastern. Sinister and I will do commentary over the first episode of Capaldi's second series, The Magician's Apprentice. Next Sunday, 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. Eastern. The main Flashing Blade show is back to normal, and we will be looking at The Magician's Apprentice as well, because the Blade has skipped about 3 series of Doctor Who we haven't done reviews of. So we're going to start with the second Capaldi series and move up to the end of Whittaker's first one. Right. Also, next week, on next week's thing, there will be a big finish. It could be the Eccleston box set, I'll tell you now. It's really good. It might not be, in which case I'll try and get into more detail next week. We will also be looking at the penultimate episode of Star Cops, and Adam Purcell will be returning to talk to us about this. And then, we're looking at The Nightmare Man. It's an early 80s, I think, BBC production of a book called Child of the Vodvodnoi, or something.
Vodvodnoi.
Something along those lines. Very hard to pronounce. It's Russian. And I'll be comparing it to the book. I don't know if the boys can, but I don't think they've ever read the book. It's interesting. I consider the doggies. Look at them, poor babies. Look at them. Sorry. I consider it to be one of the very few failures of Douglas Camfield. And I think he was hampered by certain things. Look at those doggies.
There you go.
Look at them. He walks better than me, the git. I'm going to have to tell him off for that.
I love my little Cadillac, except I hate my little Cadillac.
You walk better than me and I hate you. Oh, fucking hell.
Now, Auntie froze again. Oh, okay.
Oh, this isn't starting up, is it? All right, hang on.
Ryan, you're running it tonight, aren't you, from your house?
No, he's not. Hang on. I've got to bring this up again.
In upstate, downstate Florida. He doesn't want you to know he lives next door to Ron DeSantis.
Right, okay, there we go. Right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go. When I say go, you hit the play button. All right, everyone? And remember, Brian and Spanky have not seen the final episode.
Right.
So this is going to be fun. I mean, like I say, ends with a smile. It was released just before Christmas. I wouldn't worry too much. I'm trying to put their minds at rest. All right, then. Spanky, when you're ready. Fucking hell.
Forever, hooker. I know you like my ass, but get to it, wench. See, this kind of sex harassment I take from Auntie all the time.
Hang on, I'm having internet problems again.
Notice I'm like back. No comic book shirt today though, because after yesterday's Brat Pack thing, I didn't want to make like a political statement. Everybody sees the mask thing, live fast, love hard, die with your mask on, and they're all like, "Yeah, man, those things will kill you," or some stupid shit like that. I'm like, it's from a comic book, you morons. Brat Pack, learn to read.
Sorry, I'm waiting for it to load up again. Oh, for fuck's sake. Of course, because this was going to happen, wasn't it?
Doc Sinister froze, or he's just incredibly slow.
He's very, very still. Okay,
Admire your skill.
my problem is that obviously the internet keeps going out and it resets. I lose connection with the BritBox thing. So there we go. We're going to try and do this. So on go then, gentlemen. All right, folks. 3, 2, 1, go. What do we make of the title sequence?
And there's the HUD that we've all come to know.
You guys can't hear through my mic. Or girls.
This looks like a really bad Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah.
My video is like frozen for some reason. I've got the soundtrack going on, but nothing.
You're gonna have to refresh Spank.
I don't want to refresh Spank. What are you up to? What are you up to
I am
time-wise?
at the spaceship on the turntable.
Time-wise? What time-wise?
48 seconds. 49, 50.
No, yeah, come on.
3, 4.
Wow, it took it all the way
5.
back. I've hit the refresh button. It didn't. It went back to the
59.
episodes
1
thing
minute.
and
I'm there.
put me back on season 1,
Okay.
episode 1. So let's try this. All right,
You're
guys
going to
hold
need
on
to
for a
slide the
second.
timer
I'm
along.
at
This is
0,
great.
0, 24, 25, 26.
This is.
I like the model.
That's what I've
This
been
is
trying to
really
say over
cool.
Spanky. Yeah, this is really good model
Yeah.
work.
This is fantastic model.
Oh,
And
look
it's
at
the
that.
last.
Oh, and Villa is out cold.
Spanky, we are up
What are you
to.
guys on?
We are on 132, 33, 34, 35.
I'm at 50. Can you
Are
guys
they
pause for
actually
15
destroying
seconds?
their underground base that
They
they
are.
just got this season?
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
They are,
Millennium
because they were
Falcon.
compromised in the last episode.
Yeah, remember what happened in
These
the last
guys
episode?
were so heavily influenced by
Yeah.
Star Trek, and it came out around the first season came out around the time Star Wars did, right?
Yes, thereabouts.
But they really totally ripped off. I mean, were influenced by Star Trek.
Sort of. It's more Robin Hood in space, to be fair. Except it got a bit more serious than that.
Star
There we
Trek
go.
was kind of Robin Hood in
Throwbacks
space,
to last
Star
week's
Wars was
show.
too. Oh, here we go. Maybe I should just kick it ahead 10 seconds. What are you guys on? I'm at 141. What are you at?
228,
Brian?
240.
I do think Paul Darrow's acting in this episode and the last one is much improved.
Yes,
Well,
very much
he's
so.
not pulling it in anymore.
You might want to listen to this,
Like at
Brian.
the end of-
Note the camera positions in a moment. I'll point out when. Also, I've got a favourite line coming up
right?
with this whole story. You've got to guess what it is. Oh, for fuck's sake. What number are you up to, guys? Why do I bother? Where are you up to, guys?
Winning is the only safety.
Can I have a time, please?
3 minutes, 20 seconds.
Thank you. We're going to have to do a lot of this.
Far ahead.
Okay. It might be this. Yes, there we go. Watch the camera movements, who it picks up.
Yeah.
And who it ends on?
The only one that was in every episode of the show, right?
Nope. Yes,
Never
Villa.
missed an episode.
Villa was.
Villa.
Yep. Look at the way Villa is looking at him. At Avon.
I'd see I'd probably be Avon in this, but really I'd end up as Villa.
Could be worse, could be Gan.
I'm impressed that Sulin actually has lines.
Shh, 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 shh.
Right.
She's looking particularly lovely this episode.
She is.
Look at Villa's face.
Yep.
That's it. The line, I think I must have missed it during a freeze out. It was, he's associated with rebels and thieves and murderers and then psychopaths. Oh, we haven't got to that.
We haven't got that line yet.
Okay.
No.
No, I'm just saying, I'd still trade them both for a date with Sirloin. Bring me the bad girl.
Rabbit. I saw a video of
Can I just say how
rabbit.
refreshing it is to have an alien planet that isn't a quarry?
Right?
Here.
I'm gonna go with that. Although I am used to many alien planets that look like Canada. So
Fair comment.
Yeah. Canadian quarries.
People watching this on
Canada's
YouTube,
nothing
I
but
am very
quarries.
sorry about the internet problems. We are taking steps to address it.
There's that bastard. I hope you die. I hate you.
I think Spanky's a bit behind
You're a
us.
punk.
I'm not sure.
He's roasting, apparently.
You're about 10, 15 seconds behind us.
I'll do it 10
Ah,
seconds.
she's got a Federation
And
gun.
touching yourself
Yes.
Inappropriately.
All right, Brian. Is this Blake?
I can't tell he's
Is he a
not
different actor?
acting very self-righteous at the moment.
Oh, it'll come.
Yes.
Is he trying to get somebody else killed by him doing something stupid? I
No,
don't know
just,
if it's
it gets explained what he's up to.
Have an alien rabbit leg.
Alien rabbit.
Yummy.
No, that's not how you slice rabbit.
That is not rabbit.
Now you have to
That
grab
meat
it
is
and
far
rip it
too
off.
dry.
That's not a rabbit.
That's
I told you
rabbit
it's a
jerky.
chihuahua. Oh, what is that? A nail file? You jerk. He
Interestingly,
pulls out a really small knife.
he's so far behind. Interestingly, I always thought that the straps on Aurak were caused by to hold him together after the damage caused by the explosions.
Yeah.
But it turns out no, they're a sensible precaution to stop him falling off.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, my favourite line is coming up.
Okay. Then in 10 seconds and nothing happens, and I'll jump forward 10 seconds.
Oh, smuggy face. I love this line. It's a good line. And I'm glad Villa got to deliver it. I want Blake's shirt. Preferably after it's been through the wash. I mean, look at him.
Avon's wardrobe in the last season got kind of like leather boy dominator kind of a thing, and before it was a little cooler, but
Arlen also talks about herself in the third person.
Yeah.
so who is this kitty talking to?
You'll find out.
Disposable person number one.
I'm just saying.
She's there basically to explain what Blake's doing. A little bit of
I mean,
freelance
if it was Star Trek or Star
peacekeeping,
Wars,
yes?
She would probably be the first to die, but because this is Blakes and the crew's disposable.
Been
Anybody could
41
die.
years, and I still find it really hard to watch this episode.
It is. They suddenly pulled it all together for this final one.
What the hell was that?
I don't know what universe Spanky's in now.
So she's killing these guys. I couldn't hear what was being said, so she got shot.
That's why
Why
we have
was she fighting
subtitles. Oh, there goes the
I
gun.
need to-
Or the paint gun, anyway. The glue gun, sorry.
What you did isn't bad.
Oh dear. So what the hell is Blake up to?
Um,
I can hear Aurak, and it's coming, I think, from Brian.
Probably from me. I turned it up. We do. How's that? Better?
He's
Yeah.
got like a scar on his face to show he's a bad guy now, right? Because they couldn't give him a goatee.
He had a beard last time he appeared.
Yeah, sort of a beard. You have the goatee.
He was very, very busy with the Royal Shakespeare Company.
I'm just
How
saying,
many
these
home
little-
plants does this chick have?
I've no idea.
The way you show someone turned evil in a show, sci-fi, back in the 70s especially, is either they wear a goatee, and they didn't used to have one, or facial scar. He's got a facial scar and a goatee, he's evil now.
And he appears to be a bounty hunter. Freelance peacekeeping agent, yes?
He was always a fanatic fucking psychopath for his little point of view, and he got people killed and stuff and was stupid, so if there's any justice in the world, it'd be Avon who killed him. He's my favorite.
Who says anything about him dying? Here we go.
I want him to die. I
We've
want
got
him to
We've
die
got
for
Captain
everyone.
Exposition here, telling us about Gouda Prime. Yep. Oh dear.
My family remembers.
Hello, area of darkness. Yeah, hearing it still from you, Brian. Sorry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure YouTube aren't gonna.
Here, I'll there. Try that. Yeah, it's not triggering my mic anymore.
Here we learn a little bit about.
Very important interruption by Slave here,
Yeah.
which will have repercussions.
It will do. A little bit of interaction between him and Aurak.
Same actor.
Yes.
Oh, y'all ahead, damn it. Didn't think it took me that long
Well,
to catch up.
Aurak and Zen used to go at
Yeah.
it too.
Occasionally.
Uh-huh. You knew they were having like their weird computer version of sex.
We don't know where Spanky is,
Brian
what he's
is.
doing.
He just interrupted. Slave did.
You're nearly there. Here we go. Thieves, killers, mercenaries, and psychopaths. Please note the camera positioning for that. Alarm sounding. Awooga, awooga, awooga. That means we turn off one of the tellies.
Thieves, killers, mercenaries, psychopaths.
Slaves' priority is a little bit wonky here.
There goes the alarm. What are you on? I'm on.
And
1209.
Scorpio is under attack.
Playing the
His
alarm.
priorities are a little bit wonky, let's be honest. It's his way of getting his own back, I think. I think that's a very rebellious slave.
He's not Zen.
He's
Let's
got a bit
face
of
it.
Muller still in him.
Zen was a good character.
Whoopsies! She did falling over.
He was under attack.
Dude, you're better off
Dang.
just shooting her now and dragging her body into wherever to get paid.
Why don't you just kill me?
At 12:54. What you guys at?
Bear with me. I'll let you know. 1325. 1316, 1325.
13.
I'm at 1322.
There's confirmation. He's a Blake.
A Raj Blake.
A Rog Blake. There's more than one. We've been saying this
Got a
all.
facial
Well, we
scar.
stopped
He's
after series
bald,
2,
fake,
but
just, now he's come to grips with it on evil because he was evil before, just pretending to be good.
I love Dana. She's always practical.
Everybody
whoopsies.
left. Everybody to the right.
To
be
be
that guy
fair,
on the
this
show.
is good Star Trek acting. They've really got it.
Go that way. Go this
They're
way.
doing the
and
pattern
everybody
very
flipped
well.
They've
across.
got, oh, models,
Yes, great camera
Ooh,
work.
more models.
big
Flippy,
boobs.
flippy.
Explosions on models.
It spins.
I don't like these models. They're not that great.
They
compared
speak
to-
very highly of you.
Well,
Right.
I mean, I am a paint snob when it
14,
comes
14.
to stuff like this.
14, where are we? Yeah, that sounds about right, mate. You are close, if not there.
1424 right now.
You shaking them off?
Yeah. In fact, I think he's about a split second ahead of me. Oh, there's lots of them. Why not just fire up your main drive and Junior Birdman your way out of there?
Yeah, isn't this shit faster than the fucking Liberator?
Oh, that's an interesting thought. We'll discuss
Now
that
if you
afterwards.
Blow it up, I guess.
We will discuss it afterwards.
The
Down
main
is
drive's
not a
been
problem.
burnt out
It has it? Right, okay.
earlier.
The fact I like is that they're going to be crashing into the planet. They have no idea how close or how far away from where their intended target
No, you're quite right.
is going to be.
I'm trying to figure out what they made those
I mean,
models
it would
out
be
of.
like the intended target here being New York City and you crash land
They
in
were
China.
smokeless ashtrays.
You're not going to hit the same mark. You're not going to find who you're looking for.
Well, to be fair,
It doesn't
they,
look like that.
they've got time to change course. Yeah, get ORAC to detect a settlement and then crash land there.
It looks to be only about this
9
big.
people
Well,
for us to crash
No.
land gone too. That's right. Yeah. Use the teleport.
That's a new thing at this speed.
At this speed, till we hit something soft. Define soft.
I love these bits where it's
How he builds his
the
own
good
fucking
luck bit.
teleporter.
It's
Yeah.
kind of bittersweet.
It is.
Luck.
Sends Villa away with the women. Good job, Villa.
Honestly, Villa is my hero right now.
High-pitched
I love
roaring.
Villa. Villa's great. He's my second favorite character.
Ooh. I think you could be with majority of fandom on that one.
I'd still trade him for a date with Severus.
That's
Love
important.
the bad girls.
It's an interesting thought. I told you this last night, but in Alabama, there's a town called Tarrant.
Yeah, I'm sure. Del Tarrant. Okay.
Now, at
he's
least
the one
Avon
that got blown
tries
up from
here.
Fooling around with that guy's daughter, right? Like, if you hadn't been fooling around with his daughter, maybe he wouldn't have blown you up and betrayed your alliance. So I blame Del Tarrant for everything.
Quite right, too.
You think of his dick, he's just as bad as Blake. At least though he got laid. Blake probably never did because he was so self-righteous. He just do good for sex. Except for all the times, he got raped in those Federation jails. Because,
Oopsies. There goes a chair.
he
Oops.
fought back just
Oh,
not hard.
just eat up that scenery.
Knock it over. Why don't you? This is a nice bit. I like this.
Another good line there.
Mm.
Darren. And they changed the teleporter graphic, of course.
Goodbye, Tarrant.
That's just nice.
So he's got the only way to self-teleport off is with
Yeah.
Auric doing it.
He's nowhere. Or that
So he just
Avon
he
was
fucked
going to.
over Tarrant.
I would just love it if Tarrant pulled this whole thing out, just took off into space and said, "So long, suckers."
Right.
Mhm.
Psych. Pew, and flies away.
And so I'd like to point out that the scene that's about to happen preceded a similar scene in Star Trek by some years.
Yes, indeed. It did. And looking back at it on Friday, I think the model work still held up.
And Terry,
Yeah.
I mean,
even
we're
the-
watching on
Yeah,
far
what
bigger
version of Star
televisions,
Trek?
you know,
Because
etc.
Star Trek was 60, what, 6 to 69 or something, right? And this was 74 when it started, I think.
No, love. We're talking about one of the Star Trek films. Oopsies.
Gotcha.
Hey!
Oh, there goes the set.
Hey, do you want a flashback to Terminal last year? Do you? It's a good. They obviously found a way of doing something and thought, I want to use that again.
I'm
I
gonna hang
agree.
a fan in a tree and blow it down really hard. You just pretend you're.
Whoa there. Again, on
Oh.
a small screen, a little 625 CRT television. That just looked brilliant.
Not
It's
That's what happens when a Millennium Falcon has a baby with a Star Destroyer.
1
To
minute.
lose
he's
one ship
shattered.
is misfortune. To lose two is just carelessness.
Yes, frankly.
Right? Was I right? I was like, you know.
Oopsies. And somehow Tarrant has got from where he was sitting to there. Look! Whee!
What the hell?
It's the Blake 7 fun slide. Tarrant screaming! I have got to get a screen grab of that. Tarrant screaming.
It's the escape slide.
Deserve to die.
Yeah, man.
Oh, right.
It's like Thunderbirds. Right then, the tree's on Gouda Prime.
He's the bad guy. Say it was the VES.
Look,
You know, the one
it
escape
it
system,
appears
but
we've
no.
landed in Canada.
Mhm.
Actually, it reminds me of some forest very close to where I live. Oh, no. No, 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 no.
Heard that.
Guys, I'm going to need a timing, please. I've
Not my stream.
Okay, it's refusing.
Okay.
I can't get it to get back on. It keeps having problems. Can I have a timer?
And now we're off.
You're killing. Ooh.
I'll give it another try. I need a timer from you in a second, please.
30, got scars. and
Okay.
shit.
Go on.
What's going on? Are we pausing?
It is 23:09.
Thank you.
I got 23:13.
We are at 23:15 at
Okay,
Mark.
I wasn't intending to make any.
Close.
Let's just quickly see what, if anything's happening with the stream.
The stream is up.
Okay, that's something. I'm very sorry, people on YouTube, people on the stream. I have major internet problems, and we have a plan to fix it by next week. It's just a shame it happened on this one.
The problem is, Auntie was offered the chance to pay her internet bill in sexual favors, and she refused.
I have certain standards.
The guy didn't have a goat. If he'd have brought a goat with him, she would have put out.
Oh, what does she know about Blake that Diva
She
doesn't?
probably knows who Blake
Another way
really
you can tell he's
is.
evil. He's all dirty.
Distress beacon.
They look
Ladies
like-
and gentlemen, please welcome on to Blake 7, Paul Darrow's wife.
Oh, that's handy.
Little tip bet for you.
Here you go. This might be why he picked up his game in acting.
He was one hell of an actor before he joined Blake Seven. Like I say, he ended up going straight from Blake Seven, I think, to the RSC, Royal Shakespeare Company. He was a big one.
No, he's a good actor. He was just
Poorly
phoning
served.
it in the last couple episodes.
What, the last couple episodes?
Yeah. The season was, basically, where am I going after this season? And I think it was, oh, hey, you got the Royal Shakespeare Company. Let's start acting again.
Yeah. Isn't that what happened with the girl who played, what's her name, the psychic?
Callie?
She got a real job at the end of season 3, and when they surprised got a season 4, like she was like, "Sorry, I'm out."
I've no idea. I don't know enough about Blake Seven.
Dana went on to big things.
Who did?
Dana?
Josette Simon.
Oh, the black girl in here, right?
Ah.
Yeah.
She got lots of work.
Oh.
Meanwhile, back in studio.
She's pretty cute. And she beats everybody up. You gotta love her. She's hot,
Man, she can break down a door?
right?
Do not mess with
The
Dana.
other chick's
Time,
all
please,
bun bunny
gentlemen.
and, like, the other one's all punchy.
Time is 25:45.
25:46. What I had. Yeah.
Okay.
Remember Bambi and Thumper from what was it? Wakanda
Um,
Forever, I think. James Bond, maybe. That's where they two come from. Bambi and Thumper.
Thumper.
Hmm.
Weren't they on Her Majesty's Secret Service?
Was it Her Majesty's?
I don't know.
thought it was Damage Forever. Maybe.
I haven't watched old Bond films in a very long time.
Been a while, yeah.
Okay, mistake number 1.
Roger Moore.
Roger Moore was not a mistake.
I never said he was. I said it was one of the Roger Moore Bonds.
High-pitched whining. Oh, dear. I don't know why that went into the 1812 overture, but it did.
Try and keep Villa from getting himself hooked up. Remember last time you went to the people hunting you? They tried to sell your organs, dude. Just knocked it off.
That's very true. High-pitched whining, fading.
And it fades. Doesn't mean it went away. It just means they landed and you didn't know.
Love that.
I love it. Villa finds a blanket.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like he found something to hide under. That's awesome. He probably had that in his pocket or something, like pulled out. Like
Oh, yes.
that's Villa's credo. I always assume that everywhere I go, everyone's always out to get me.
Stealing's quicker. Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
The direction
at the
for
half-buried
closed
ship.
captions was dark, mysterious music playing. I didn't. That was very dark or mysterious, but all right.
2 curly-haired men are about to meet.
yes, there's going to be an explosion of curls.
Oh my God!
It's
the
an explosion
perm.
of the mattress.
The perm.
I know. The replacement meets the
What the hell
original.
was there with guys getting perms in the 70s? Like what? In the...
Well, this is 80s.
I'm just saying. Was this made in the 80s?
Yep.
Yeah,
Only just,
Dang.
but still.
Still,
this
you know,
is
they were
right
still
at the
carrying
end
it
of
over.
disco.
Right. Okay, so he slid down back
They
onto the
still-
flight
some
deck.
asshole still has a pair of bell bottoms then.
Someone want to correct me on that?
He's crawled up
He
again.
He's
crawled
on
up
the
again.
floor. We'll
Okay.
go with that.
Ah, slave. Still not as
Poor old
sad as
slave.
Zen.
Slaves like Marvin the Paranoid Android.
This is the only time Slave ever does what he's about to do.
Yep.
Yep. He makes his report and shuts down.
Oh dear. I love the way the voice just... A computer wouldn't do that, but he's programmed so strictly that...
Cameron.
He
Poor-
called him by his name.
Yeah.
Yep.
He doesn't usually calls people master all the time, right?
Yeah, he calls them all master or mistress or.
Well, he calls Avon master, everyone else is sir or ma'am. It was noted. Oh, hello. He's being shot at by electronic effects.
Yeah. It's the ball from Pong. Run.
Quick, get in the dirt.
Uh-huh. You need more
It's
dirt.
where you belong, Tarrant.
Take the ball from Pong. They're dropping Pong balls. Look out.
Just keeping an eye on things. Plasma ammunition is scarce, is it? Right. Spanky's echoing back a little, but doesn't matter. Oh, 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 oh,
Fix that,
pew,
Chico.
pew, pew, pew.
Oh. There you go. Pistol versus spaceship, right? Or flyer? Yeah,
Flyer.
Sure, why not?
He looks sad.
And he shot it
Tarrant
down the
face
pistol.
down in the dirt.
I call bullshit.
This is fan service, right?
I actually think that him face down in the dirt is a little satisfactory.
Zzz.
Who the hell puts Villa on watch? That's what I want.
That would be the
Putting
first
him on
one,
watch
though.
is
Villa does
foolish.
not
Well,
get
no,
his fist on one.
suicidal, quite frankly. The fire's foolish.
Well, he'd be trying to touch one of the girls in their sleep until they beat him up good a couple of times. Then he'd be touching himself while they were sleeping, or sleeping,
Spanky, where does your mind go?
or high. Because it's Villa. He'd be drunk or high or something.
Oh, trust me, he's stone cold sober right now.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
David Kelly for
sure,
summoning
sure, Villa.
people.
Let's go out at night into the dark forest. This is a good plan.
Yeah, that's a good plan. For the first time ever do something courageous? No way. Get back in.
I'd like you to notice here the lack of a fire.
But there's
No, they
something
have
red in
something
there,
going in
apparently.
that. Heater
No, it's
furnace.
meant to be a fire.
Yeah, it's meant to be a fire at the lack of.
Yeah, pretty
And
lights.
left on the ground.
Behind you.
He just didn't hear the clatter.
Once again, why the hell do they have Villa on
Hey,
watch?
dude. Honestly, dipshit. You are fucking useless, buddy.
Ooh, that looked painful.
Once again, Villa gets hit in the jaw.
Pew,
Ooh.
pew. Interesting.
Avon, yay!
Fucking hell.
Right. So stupid. Villain Garb was so.
Love that line.
That's the t-shirt.
Oh dear. Guys, timer please.
32:23 on Mark. Mark. 24. 25,
Yeah, 32, 26, 7, 8.
9, 30.
I'm almost saying, is he dead?
Hillary. They're dead.
Ooh, let's look at the toys they dropped.
Um,
No,
Ah,
that's
it's Christmas Aurak.
it-
This was
alright.
this was
Hey,
broadcast
he's
just
the
before Christmas.
Second most important crew member, so yeah.
It was a real present for the fans.
Yeah, oh.
Aurak is great.
They do, but we should watch Blake's Junction 7 at some stage.
Oh, I heard about that, but I never
I got
saw
that.
I'll explain all afterwards.
Oh, look at that look.
Oh yeah.
So who are they?
If anyone Tarrant coughing. Yes. Look at the hair everywhere.
My God, that's a lot of perms.
There we go.
There you go.
They
You're
bang
back.
heads, it would be like Velcro.
That was like code in Hollywood for the gay guys. All had perms, like the Dad and the Brady Bunch and
So
stuff.
much
They had
explained.
perms. You knew.
So much
Rock
explained.
Hudson ended up with a perm. No shit. I'm serious. It was Hollywood code for they knew how to find each other that way. Just go get a perm. You can pretend you were being cool or having some new, modern thing. But
Tarrant doesn't know who he is. Still hearing you, Brian. Sorry, mate. Don't worry. Don't worry. Seriously, don't worry about it. Well done, Tarrant. Even if you doubt now, look like you. Looks like he's allowed an
You never
8-year-old
knew Blake,
girl to
right?
do his makeup. Look
Well,
at him.
yeah.
I mean, he and Tarrant. When did they ever meet before?
They didn't.
They've never met.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but he knows who Blake is. Is that?
He knows who Blake is, but he obviously doesn't know what Blake looks like, which is a bit of a. Also started Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Right? Didn't one of the guys in this also do like Doctor Who and they wanted to have a crossover or something at some point?
All will be explained afterwards.
Alrighty.
Sorry, we're getting to the good bit. How's Avon's mental health, by the way? Anyway? Oh, poor Villa, stop whining, child. Oh, those model trees have got a lot better.
Billy grousing is just par for the course. He's got to. That's how you know he's still alive.
It's true.
He's whining.
That's impressive CSOing considering the amount of curly hair.
Just damn.
Actually, I honestly think the CSO with them flying along bit works. Like I say, I for this episode they really pulled out all the stops on it. I mean, that's brilliantly done. Includes the dust cloud from the jet exhaust. Villa has to look. Picked up from an old smuggler.
Photos again? Mm-hmm.
Testing him.
Jenna.
What happened? Tried to run, get it right 12.
It's when he was looking at the bracelet and said, "Whose ship was this?"
Mm.
He knows.
Oh, he must do. Plus, to be honest with you, how these two don't know about each other is ridiculous. They're on the Federation's most wanted lists. They could just all they had to do was Google themselves and Google each other, and they'd see photos of each other. Surely,
Right?
They don't
Like-
have Google in the future.
no space Google.
Apparently
Oh
not.
no!
Google. Shit. What is it? Oryx, the closest you get to space internet, right? So
Yeah, man.
that's it. He's the progenitor of space Google.
I just
Space
love
Siri.
the fact that Aurak's not taking any shit still. Sounds good.
Color separation.
Villa looks very, very, very happy.
Mm-hmm. Bill looks almost as happy as Sulin.
Are they playing the Minds of Terror?
I think that's Robot
Ah,
Robotron.
Zork. That one they tried with the pictures.
Blake's being suspicious. Or fake Blake. Fake Blake. That sounds good.
Blake.
I love how Terran's shirt is all ripped up, yet he still has the shirt underneath.
Tough shirt.
Did that when he was climbing back up to the bridge.
Hole in it. Like it
Prefer the
exploded
term
or something
freelance
on it.
peacekeeping agent.
That's where the bomb hit him, and like his
Ooh.
body armor like kept him from getting died.
Now, what the fuck's going on now?
This is something I said. Name. Your plan.
What the fuck game is Blake playing?
I wouldn't run it. Okay. This one, very bad. Yes. Also. Like I would.
Suddenly, like I say, suddenly it's gone very serious. What is fuck is Blake doing?
Right. Boy. But Avon knows how to teleport her now. You'd make more money off of that.
Electronic beeping.
Beep, beep, beep. Wiggly.
Sorry, I'm starting to lose. I'm getting into this now.
That one.
Whoopsies.
That's the girl.
Yep.
She's a cute girl.
And here's the first clue about what Blake's actually doing here.
Unfortunately,
Yep.
Tarrant didn't get to find out.
It was a test.
Mm-hmm.
And therein lies the problem.
Yep. There's another issue. Blake is once again being fanatical. Only he can do it. It's nice to see somebody giving Blake a good old tongue lashing. So the bounty hunter thing's a routine.
Basically, that's fucking Blake's tagline throughout the whole show is indulge me.
That's a very good point.
Indulge me. Yeah.
Told you Blake's Blake would come back to the fore.
Yeah.
Ranting about
really
armies already.
Yeah.
This really is Blake's MO, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. He
Find someplace,
started.
set up a base,
Yeah. Make
get
sure
killed
it's.
off, and then they're on their own.
Yeah. It's odd though.
Blake,
Comforting as it is to see Blake, he does feel like a guest in his own show.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't been in the show
We
for
are
2 seasons.
about to reach
seasons,
the end of this series.
Yeah.
Shush.
Oh, we're almost there.
Let's wait for Serverland to. Fuck.
Silverland, yay! Spoilers on to you're gonna.
Oh! What have you done to Paul Darrow's wife?
Uh-oh.
Pray silence, I think, for Taran's last fight. F in chat, please.
I think silence is called for generally now.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
You got dappy.
It's a familiar looking gun. No blood. Just saying.
And he shoots his wife.
Yeah.
Bloody.
Here we go.
Here we.
Brian. How's Avon's mental health?
I hear a small cracking and crumbling of glass right now.
Children.
The sound effects from this have burnt into my brain. Oh.
Yes!
Damn.
Yay! Sorry. Yes! Do it again. On the face. Two in the chest. one
Face
in the
facts. That's how the show was always going to end.
face.
Avon killing Blake.
Games get you, Blake. Fucked around, got shot.
Ooh. Good fall.
Time to drop your gun. All of you. Good. So now press.
Or Federation.
As a double A.
Come on, Villa. You
Love
can
this
do this.
bit.
You can do this, Villa.
And there goes Dana.
Dana.
Way, Villa. Still apologises.
Because Villa can actually do stuff when he wants.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just never wants.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
God. Oh, Nameless Guard 1.
With Waff.
Basically by their version of a red-shirted crewman.
Oh, no,
Red
not
Shirt's
Tulin.
revenge. That's what this is. Red shirts get to kill named characters.
Lots of whiff waffing. Sinister's happy.
Bye-bye, Terrence.
Pew 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 pew.
With waff, with waff. I think that's the most Federation guards we've ever seen.
It's the Revenge of the Red Shirts. The first
Oh,
time
come
the
on, where
No-Names
is she?
ever got to do anything significant.
Where is she? We all know who's coming next.
Come on, gotta be there.
Your hero stands thus. Listen very carefully.
What? Blake, you cunt! You did this by being a dipshit. Right. You get one shot off and then.
Happy Christmas, everyone.
Yeah. Of course, that's like they could conceivably say, oh, they could have survived that if they wanted to do a season 5, but
So, bit of background information.
Please. Yes.
Yes, it was set up that way. They had been thinking about a series 5, and basically anyone who wanted to come back could have come back. However, there was no series 5, and basically what you see is what you get.
I like that. They all die.
There are several follow-ons that are either canon or non-canon, depending on how you want to read them. The first one was Blake 7 Afterlife by Tony Attwood,
I enjoy that book.
which saw Avon escaping a Federation prison, and eventually they meet up with a new group of resistance fighters flying a ship called the Blake 7. It was a bit weird, that book.
Made sense, though. It was explained.
Yeah, and something called Mind, if I remember rightly,
Yeah,
which was like a
that's
giant...
an invention just for his book, isn't it?
Yeah, and then Paul Darrow has written a series of books called Lucifer, and in the first one, I haven't read them all, but in the first one, Avon was exiled to a planet of criminals, a shard of which breaks loose, and some decades later, he is found. The Federation has subsequently collapsed. Servalan is still around, and she's still looking for Aurak because Aurak was missing from that last scene.
Did you notice
He's
that?
been hidden somewhere.
Yeah.
Where's
What
he
did you do
been
with
hidden?
Auric?
But yeah,
Auric
basically
can
the
shrink itself too, right? So it could have hidden on its own, actually, too.
One moment. Let us now turn to the star of tonight, the Brian. Was it worth it?
No.
In what way?
That was incredibly rushed and really needed a lot more setup than it gave. Honestly, it should have been a two-parter.
Would have been good as a
And I
two-parter.
understand that it probably was going to be a two-parter, with the second part being Series 5, Episode 1. But right now, it really rushed. Oh, by the way, I'm running a new army, and I'm dead.
I don't agree. I actually think it when that was first shown, you have to bear in mind this is one of the first ever TV series in the world that had a proper end-to-end story arc to it. The heroes didn't always win. In fact, every single series of Blake 7 ended in some kind of disaster for the crew. And what I love, there's two things I love about this. The first one is that it's a massive misunderstanding caused them all to die because Blake was being too clever for his own good.
Yeah.
And
As usual,
secondly,
yeah.
it's the sheer insignificance of what's happening. The galaxy isn't affected by them anymore. It's the Federation is still expanding. Servalan doesn't even appear. It's a backwater planet, and it's to use a quote. To quote from Emperor Palpatine, it's the end of an insignificant rebellion. It's insignificant. They've had no effect whatsoever on the status quo of the galaxy.
And quite frankly, the Federation was coming anyway to shut down that rebel camp.
Yeah,
Avon and crew just happened to be there.
Yeah.
They were a bonus. They were a bonus.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if Avon hadn't killed Blake, the
lost
Federation would have.
relevance 2 seasons prior, right after the big alien invasion.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't even see Jenna at all.
Well, they managed to get Gareth Thomas back under the consideration A, they kill him, and B, they use blood to make sure people know he's dead. You'll notice nobody else had blood, which means it could have been stun settings.
Yeah, that gun was there for contractual reasons. Basically, he said, "Look, I'm getting fed up with it. I want to move on from Blake. You have to kill me, and you have to visibly kill me." Which is why his guts were ripped open several times. But going back to the story, the crew, like you say, Brian, after the Galactic Civil War, which they did actually end up fighting alongside the Federation, the crew squandered every advantage they had. The finest ship in the galaxy, teleport abilities, riches beyond. They squandered everything.
Whose fault?
They really pissed away a lot of advantages for the sake of, just some incredibly stupid shit. By letting Blake make the choices.
I blame Avon
my
a
God.
lot for this.
Avon's lost
killed
it.
Blake a lot
Avon's
earlier,
completely
and the
psycho and
whole
paranoid
thing
by now.
By now he's gone.
so
That's
far
why I was
successful,
asking all the way through.
If he
Scott-
survived that, he'd be a total sociopath at that point.
This is
He'd be totally
Batman and
psychotic.
Superman one offing the other and just realizing it's over.
Yeah.
It's over, yeah.
Yeah. It's a very sad end to the series. Like I say, it was just before Christmas.
That was great.
I was.
It's
10 years
also
old.
Fucking awesome.
Also, Flashing Blade lore here. This was the first episode of Blake 7 Joe, my original plucky girl assistant, watched. She has a habit of watching the last episode of series and then they get cancelled. So we're blaming Joe for this.
Okay.
I was 10 years old when that was shown, and I could not believe what I was seeing.
that everybody died. I thought it was great just because the red shirted crewmen basically get the revenge for every TV show ever. Like
Yep.
get shit on, they always get killed in droves and such. They got to storm in, murder the fuck out of every fucking stormtrooper that ever got shot. There was holographic chest plate for
Yep.
every red shirted crewman that beamed down to a planet, and never beamed back up. There, boys, there's your revenge. That's your
Yep.
moment to shine, fellas. Good for you.
There
Some
are several
sidekicks and
shows
for all
that,
that, you know,
have
just
done
saying.
the whole bleak season endings before,
Mm.
but for the series finale, they usually pull it out in the end.
I did tell you it ended with a smile.
I loved it. I
Andromeda
Blake got
comes
shot,
to
and I
mind
just
because every season in that goddamn show, they get fucked over left, right, and center.
in what show?
Andromeda,
What did you say? Andromeda.
and
That was,
With the
Kevin-
right-wing twat.
yeah,
Kevin
before
Dipshit.
he was
What's
known
his
as
name?
the right wing twat.
I just
Before he became a cunt.
Andrew.
Brian, what did you think was going to happen in that episode?
Yes. Oh, did you know?
Oh, in this one?
I wasn't sure. I was sure it was going to end.
Mhm.
I wasn't sure on how definitive the ending was going to be. I mean, you shoot Villa, it's pretty freaking definitive.
Yep.
I mean, everybody else in the crew, except for Paul Darrow, can die a horrible, painful
There are
death.
interesting theories around this. First of all, the stun gun theory. Like they were stunned rather than killed. Also, as Sinister said,
And Blake's the only one who
listen
actually
to
died.
the end credits. Listen to the gunshots. There are different and it does sound like Avon
Zappy
survives.
versus, Zeus or
Well,
whatever, yeah.
There's
one
an
of the
extra
theories-
gun shots that suddenly
of-
comes in.
One of the theories is that Avon's aiming his gun at something or somebody.
Mhm.
There's two theories there. One, Servalan just
Everyone
walked in.
walks in and Zappy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Servalan had anything to do with this. It was too far out of her way. So the
Avon.
second theory
I don't think
is that Avon
could have been
is-
bothered with this.
the second theory is that Avon shoots the lights out.
Could be, right? Zappy. I could see him shooting the lights out, and then, mad melee. You shoot the lights out and drop flat on your back to the
To
floor.
be
and
fair,
just start shooting motherfuckers
to be
in the
fair,
ankles,
the
right?
whiff waff soldiers, which is what I'm calling them, were almost circular. So all you had to do was drop
That
down when
whole-
they fired.
Nothing could have happened.
But I like the viewpoint that this is just inconsequential.
Back on himself, he could have shot the lights out easy.
I'm saying,
knocked out
you shoot the
and
lights out, then
we're
drop
in
to the
season
floor.
5.
Those guys shoot each other, and fucking you're in business.
So what do we make of Blake
One
7
thing
as a
you'll-
whole?
One thing you'll
notice.
notice with Avon, particularly in Series 4, is when he's really up against it, he smiles because he smiles at the the hopelessness of it all, and that's exactly what he does at the end here. He smiles.
Well, because he's freaking loony.
It's a wry smile.
He's a sociopath. That's when he realizes he doesn't really have fear or anything like that, and he's happy that he's not like the rest of these mortals that would break down or cry or lose it or whatever. He's like, thank God I'm crazy. Zappy, 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 and he just goes to town, does his thing, and
I
comes out
really
ahead.
think they missed
What
something.
I
without
can
having
see in Avon's
behind the crap.
what I can see in Avon's face is, and I might be overinterpreting
BBC
this.
makeup?
I see regret. I see a wish of what could have been, and I also see an acceptance that it's finally over.
Mhm. It's finally over. He's
I'm
led
not
them
surprised.
to their end.
I think the only reason why
I
he's
kind of
stuck
wish
with that-
Tarrant had died in the crash,
Mm.
simply because that would have been a fitting send off for his character.
I'll
He's
agree
the
with
pilot.
that. I'll agree with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
going down with the ship. Yeah.
Also, it would have
That
meant
would've
that there wasn't the confusion about what Blake was up to.
Exactly.
They could have at least had a chance to talk rather than, yes, he sold us,
Might
Avon.
have talked the way.
No, it's all
Well,
it's
it would have
all
been a
Tarrant's
bit more
fault.
for Sulin because
In
Sulin
fact-
was
earlier.
in it.
In fact,
One at a time.
if
all Terrence's
if
fault
Villa-
because he was getting laid, and that's what caused the betrayal that got the fucking thing blown up. If he had been diddling that dude's daughter, right?
imagine if Tarrant had died in the crash and Villa had been the one to be captured, and Villa was like, hang on, what's going on here? And Villa had escaped and said, Avon, he's betrayed us. That would have been even more
Yeah.
tragic.
That would
That
have
would
been.
have been.
Yes,
Yeah,
no, you're
that
quite
would have
right.
been.
You're right,
I
Brian,
will
yes.
say that would have been a Roman play or something.
Roman tragedy,
a
Greek
Greek
tragedy,
play,
yeah.
tragedy play. The other thing they could have done was Sulin. This is her home planet.
It's not just
know,
that. To be fair, this is exactly the sort of place, exactly the situation Sulin should thrive in. It's a shootout.
Yes, and she goes out
She
the
got
way her
gut shot.
character came in,
Right? Or back
without
shot.
any
Bam.
fanfare,
Yeah.
applause,
Nothing.
or lines.
Yep.
For Sulin, this was a check. I show up, I look pretty, I maybe point a gun or two.
And she went on
here's your
to
money.
star with, I don't know if they were married at the time, but Michael Brandon, make Dempsey and Makepeace cop drama over here. Got quite famous for that, and they've been together ever since, I think. Which is a nice little story. Yeah. So Blake 7 overall, as a whole story.
As a whole story, I'm giving. What are we rating it out of?
We don't do ratings on this show.
Okay, I'm giving it a 3.5.
Okay, good.
3.5, huh?
Okay, and Sinister, do you want to give us a Fahrenheit version of that?
It's my second favourite series of all time. I'm only ever going to give it a 10.
Fair enough.
There you
Season
go.
1 and 2, excellent. Excellent. Season 3 is where they start losing their rudder. Season 4 is when they're skidding out of control.
Season 3 actually had a lot of possibilities.
I agree. Season
but
3
season
actually
4
is a
was
very
like-
solid series, but I was surprised when I went back to rewatch it.
Oh yeah.
It is. I see what you mean about their being aimless.
Going off the rails.
Yeah, they've sort of gone off the mission, but
Yeah.
the actual stories were good. I enjoyed them.
Story was good, and it showed them being aimless and regaining their aim. However,
Right.
Season 4 took that aim and just smashed it against the rocks.
Okay,
I
so
totally agree with you. I
I
agree.
think the only reason why Avon really stuck around was because Jenna disappeared, right? Like, if she'd have shown up and he'd had her and the Liberator, I think he'd have went, you know what? Fuck this, baby. Let's get out of here. And she'd have been like, Blake's dead. Fuck it. Sure, let's go, honey. And
I would turn around and say, actually, replace Jenna with
Callie was
Callie.
dead.
If Callie was still alive.
Yeah.
That
Callie
would have been a
great
different
choice
thing.
because she was badass. Yeah.
Plus, she didn't
Well-
take any of his shit.
Still got more to do
Jenna
than
was just arm candy, right? But Callie was tough. She was cool.
Jenna was the Sulin of Season 1 and 2.
No, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I think she says herself, all I was there for was to be lusted over by dirty cavemen.
Yeah,
Basically,
Give
yeah.
her something to do. No wonder she left.
I mean, Josette
Hardly ever had
Simon
to-
doesn't
had
want
to fly
anything
the
to do
ship
with
or
Blake
anything.
7
It was just
anymore.
like, yeah.
They've had to
I bet
recast
she
the role.
doesn't go to the little fan things or anything like that, right? So what are they? There was going to be something more about this, like radio plays or something.
There are
Do they
lots
do-
of Big Finish plays, both
Oh, yeah?
audiobooks
none of
and
them-
full cast plays.
They're all set within existing continuity. None
Within
of them
the
are
first 3 series, plus
Okay.
occasionally
Well,
into the future, depending on the character. For example, Baben,
Okay.
survives
question,
City at the Edge of the World, whatever, and
When Big Finish does stuff, do they get the original crew and stuff?
When-
all
where
together?
they
Is it
can,
like
yes.
An official thing, or
unfortunately, a lot of the crew are now starting to die off.
right? Do they have like a big budget or something? I
Not
thought it was
really,
Big Finish
nah.
was like kind of
I think they pay
Regular.
equity rates,
yeah.
but I mean, if you
I mean, is
actually
it
look
like-
at the
is
Big
it
Finish, if
studio
you go
authorized? I don't know
through,
anything about Big Finish. I haven't listened.
Oh,
to
yeah,
this
no, it's all
stuff and
official.
everything. You guys told me about it. I haven't done it yet.
It is
So they're
all official.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
It's they don't have the rights to Series 4 of Blake 7 for some strange reason. Plus, it just wouldn't work. They can't do a full cast audio anymore because they've got no Blake, they've got no Avon, Gan. They can.
wouldn't
So
need
they're
an
doing
Avon.
stuff with Jenna, Callie, and Villa. Occasionally Tarrant and the recast Sudin,
But Jenna's supposed to be
recast
dead, but you may not be
Dana.
able to play.
If you go through Blake 7, the Big Finish website, you'll be stunned at the amount of names, big names that they have. I mean, they're good people. They know what they're doing, and the casting is just remarkable. You see, how the hell did they get them? You know, it's right then.
Well, that was awesome.
Apart from, I know you're going to say apart from Series 4, but did you enjoy it, Brian?
Oh yeah. I love Blake 7.
I
Good.
enjoyed it.
There was just series 4 was more bad than good.
No, you were quite right when you said last night it should have finished. You know, bad season 3.
It's right that it finished. How they finished it was a little questionable. But that just goes to show that's in line with the entire series.
I agree with that there. Yeah, how they finished it was questionable, but you can see where they did it so they could do like, well, there's more. We have an in for more, or we can leave it here and it's fucking zipped
I
up.
do want to know more about this proposed Series 5 because I've not heard anything of it before. I always thought it was Series 4 was designed to finish the show.
I think they I don't think it went anywhere with the planning. I think it was there as an option. They didn't do anything with it.
Okay.
I thought season 4 was like a total like surprise, like, you know, just they got hit totally by surprise and like everybody kind of had hit the ground running, right? I mean, isn't that how it happened?
I said this when we finished Terminal, the end of Series 3. What happened was during the end credits on the TV, the announcer said, and Blake 7 will be returning next year, and all the cast were like, "Well, it's the first I've heard about it."
Cast and the production team.
There you go, right? Yeah, that's awesome. That's how that shit works out a lot of times, though, right? The actors don't know squat. And,
Well,
like,
it wasn't
the
just that.
studio
No,
is like,
the
"Oh, yeah, by
production
way,
team didn't know about it either.
It was a last minute. It was like, "Oh, we'll give it another series." They were like, "Oh, right, okay."
Oh wow! I'll just break all these new commitments I made. Cut out, right?
Right then. Next week, I'll go through it again quickly because there's been all sorts of internet interference tonight, and I am sorry. Next week it won't happen. Though I'm rather worried it might happen doing Two Fan Dinosaurs. Two Fan Dinosaurs on Friday, looking at Magician's Apprentice. Flashing Blade next Sunday. Again, The Magician's Apprentice. Whatever the big finish is, if there's nothing, I'll do your review of the Eccleston box set.
What's Magician's Apprentice? That's the Doctor Who?
Yep. We've got Star Cops Episode 8 and The Nightmare Man. And, if I can find it, we'll look at Blake's Junction 7.
I've got it on DVD.
I didn't know they released it on DVD. Talking
What
of...
else are you guys doing next week? Doctor Who, Magician's Apprentice, what else?
Star Cops Episode 8, that's on YouTube.
Other People's Secrets.
And then we're looking at The Nightmare Man and...
What's that for?
Brian, I sent you the link. Have you got the link you can pass to... Sorry?
I have the Nightmare Man.
Could you send it to Spanks? Are you coming on next week then?
I will give it a good shot.
I
always have fun when I come on. If you guys don't mind, I don't mind.
No, I don't mind at all. Boys, do you mind? Come on, put you on the spot here, right in front of the man.
Can't guarantee I'll be on there, but I will totally come on when I can, and if I agree ahead of time, I'll probably be there.
Okay. I don't mind. I've always said we have an open invite to people to come on the show. So, what the hell.
I'll try and place my camera more advantageously, too, so you can see.
No, it's fine as it is.
My nipples are hard, though. Damn it. I'll try and wear a thinner shirt next time, too, so you can tell
Chat.
I'm aroused.
YouTube chat, in the comments, let us know, do you want Spanky's nipples?
Do you want to see Spanky's nipples? I'm not going to trade or sell them. So you may not have Spanky's nipples, but if you ask nice, I might
have them here.
Right. Damn.
We're going to go. I'm so sorry for the internet hassles this evening. Hopefully, I'll check this back on YouTube, but hopefully it does make for a...
Nothing like a best friends and first day of prison kind of
it
way.
Works, basically.
You owe the wrong people money, and now you're doing 3 donkey shows a week in TJ kind of way. That's how we love you.
What is he going on about now?
I don't know.
Okay.
I was telling the internet how we love them. Not in a, I just made a really good friend in prison on my first day kind of way, but in a, we owe the wrong people a lot of money, and now we're doing 3 donkey shows a week in Tijuana kind of way.
This is what Spanky brings to the
show. Our fan base.
Okay, we're going. Thank you very much. Why is Spanky continuing to talk in the background? Retta, how long have you been role-playing with Spanky?
Love you, Retta. She's not in our little podcast.
Oh, dear. We're going away now, which means Spanky will have to shut up. No. Do you have one... Oh, by the way, what was the lyrics thing tonight?
You have lyrics?
Remember the lyrics quiz at the start of the show?
I don't think you did it.
Yes, I did.
I know.
you?
I know the answer to this. John Hurt, 1984.
Every time. Damn it! How does he do it? No, it was the lyrics from the second verse of the Flashing Blade. It's better to have fought and lost than not have fought at all. Now you could have applied it to Blake, or you could just say it was lyrics from Flashing Blade.
Oh, I thought that was all.
I'm going to stop trying to be a smart ass with these. I'm just going to go back to
Better
just
to
doing
have
lyrics.
been built up in a movie theater by a pervert wearing
We're
nothing but a trench coat
very
than never
little
to have been
brain. You have to
built
really
up by a pervert in a trench coat.
scratch us over the head with it.
Right, two very different conversations there. We're going. Say goodbye, boys.
Goodbye, boys.
Thank you, folks. Thanks for bearing with us.
They said that in the Wolves. All
See you on
fucked up.
Friday.
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and love and happiness are well worth fighting for. They're well worth fighting for.
Have you betrayed us? Have you betrayed John Levine?
Goat!